Hello, my name is Ann and this is Stitching in Hand. Welcome back to those of you who have been here before, and welcome to anybody who is new. I hope you stick around and like and subscribe and ring the bell and all that good stuff. This is a channel about cross stitch and a little bit of sewing and my various ramblings. So if that's what you want to see, stick around. It's been about 3 weeks since I filmed last. I'm not sure what I've been doing for the last 3 weeks. I feel like I've been busy because I haven't filmed. The thing about filming is, it takes some time. Obviously, you got to pull everything together and feel like you have sort of a plan, what to talk about. And then there's the time of the editing the video a little bit. I don't do a lot of editing. And then uploading the video always seems to take forever, and that's always where I kind of run into difficulty. My phone will tell me that I don't have enough storage, and I have plenty, or my iPad, because I transfer it to my iPad and I edit it there, and it always says you don't have enough storage, and I have loads of storage. I don't know, it's some weird glitch on the iPad which annoys me, but so I guess those little aggravations kind of put me off, and I think I don't want to deal with that today. Anyway, today is Monday. I took the day off from work. Haven't really done anything too exciting. I organized my desk, my home office. That's what I do on my day off. I organize my office at home. Anyway, it's just those things bother me. If it's a mess, I just feel better once it's organized. So I organized it, and I went for a walk. And now I'm just sitting around looking at my cross stitch stuff. So here I am. So here is what I've been working on. Oh Joyous Day is one of my current projects. I have many current projects, as you all know. That is one, though, that I worked on this past 3 weeks. I have not gotten tons of it done. Just one more flower. Now here, I can't even see what I'm doing here. There we go. So I got one more flower done, this one here. I've made some errors, but I'm leaving them in. This project, when I'm stitching on it, I really enjoy it. But for whatever reason, I tend to not grab it right away because it feels daunting, though it's not really when I'm actually stitching. So I don't know. I'm not sure what my hang up is there, but anyway. So I got a little further on that. I was also stitching on Wildflowers by the Blue Flower. And I'm happy to say that I have finished it. I think I need a smaller board. This board seems kind of big. So I finished this one. I'm very happy with it. I think it's really pretty. It took me a lot longer to finish than I thought it would. I thought I had about a quarter of the way to go, but that quarter of the way seemed to take me as long as the first 3 quarters. I don't know why, there was more to finish than I realized, but I'm very happy with it. I think it's pretty. I'm kind of thinking about how I want to finish it. I might make it into a pillow, but I'll probably end up framing it. It's pretty. I'm happy with it, though. I'm so glad I finally finished it. I put my mind to it and I got it done. Okay, the next one. This is from Hands-On Design, and it is called The Smallest Seed. This one I mentioned before is, I believe, only available as a download on her website, on the handsondesign.biz website. I've never seen it in stores. I think that's the only availability, as a download, but it is there as a download. So I finished it up. I switched out my colors a little bit just because I didn't have exactly what she called for. And the mistake that I made on this one that I mentioned last time, I just left it alone. The words were supposed to be, I don't even remember now they were supposed to be a different color, but I think they show up just fine. So this, I don't know what I'll do with it. I'll probably make it into like a flat, you know, flat fold or flat, those flat things that I always make. Okay, here, now, I don't know, do you guys know the FlossTubers Stitching Social? So I think that Stitching Social, they're two sisters out of Canada. They're sweet. And I think that they were the very first FlossTube I ever watched. And I just got, they're engaging. They're, you know, very down to earth, just lovely young women. And I enjoyed watching them. And I was, you know, I went back and watched all their FlossTubes. And then they, you know, they get busy. They've got lives. And so they don't post very often anymore, but they posted the other day and I was so pleased. So their names are Jennifer and Allison. And so Jen posted showed what she was working on. And this is, I can't show you the pattern because it's a free download. And it is a reproduction sampler by, well, it was done by Leanne. The sampler was done by a young woman named Vanessa-Ann, aged 11. I believe the woman who reproduced it is Leanne Van Leyen, and her website is 1897 Schoolhouse Samplers. So it's a you know, kind of a simple chart, just a, you know, sort of traditional samplery kind of chart, and you choose your own colors. And I have to say that I really liked the colors that Jen chose for hers much more so than I like mine. I like mine, they're fine. And I think it turned out cute, but I was rewatching their video today so that I could write down, you know, the information about this sampler. And I thought, oh man, hers, I really love her colors. She did a beautiful job on them. I think it's only like 5 colors. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, maybe it's only 4. Anyway, if you have a chance, it's about in the middle of their video. Check their video out, and her stitching is very beautiful. Now, I made a few slight changes. I didn't faithfully reproduce the sampler as it was charted. For example, right around here on the chart, the young woman who stitched it originally missed a step and moved this line like one square over. And I knew that would just bug me. So I just had to make it right. So I did that. And I didn't put her name down in the bottom. She had her name over 1 and her age, Vanessa-Ann, aged 11, over 1 right here. And I just decided to put my initials in the year, not over 1. And I just added a couple of hearts. This little bird is over 1. And that was fun. You know, I kind of like stitching over 1. But I say that I didn't want to get too involved in her whole name down at the bottom. So, and I wasn't about to chart my name over 1. So anyway, 1897 Schoolhouse Samplers. It's a free download if you want to, you know, get it for yourself. So anyway, this I just stitched from start to finish. Their Stitching Social FlossTube got me off my, what am I trying to say? You know, I like, oh, rabbit hole. That looks like something fun to do. I think I'll go down there. So that's what I did. I stopped everything else I was doing and I started and finished stitching this. So there you go. So it was fun. I have a little bit of haul. I ordered from Teresa. What's her last name? Teresa Vanette, Kitten Stitcher. She has a floss tube. I'm sure you guys have seen her. She has a new book, Most Humble Hands, and it is full of beautiful old samplers that I believe she has charted. Somebody has charted them. I'm assuming it's her. And there's a lot of history in this book. You know, here's the table of contents. Marking, and I'm reading backwards here, so I can't. I'm not really good at reading backwards. Anyway, here's the table of contents for all of you to read. And there's charts on nearly every page, so it might be a little tricky to show you anything within the, well, here I can show you this. So here, oops, let me do this a little better. Here's one of the charts. This kind of reminds me of the one I just did. You know, the same capital letters there. I guess that's kind of traditional though. Marking sampler, they're calling that one. Here's another one. There are a lot of samplers in this book, and if you like traditional samplers, I would say you ought to get this book. This one is really pretty. I like the colors they used. Anne St. John and Two Prickly Beasts, that one is called. Let's see. Here's another. So this is really an awesome resource. Not only does it have lots of charts, I don't know how many are in here. There's quite a few, but it has a lot of history. The marking sampler, runt of the litter. That's what all these are, I think, in this book. I think they're all called marking samplers. But there's lots of, you know, lots of good information. So while I was on her website, you know, I realized, well, she has another book that I never knew about, and it's called Red Letter Day by Teresa Vanette, once again. And so I thought I better pick that. Oh, look, she signed it. I have an autographed copy, so there you go. I think she signed this one too. I think I asked her to do that, yeah. So this is all filled with red samplers. Oh my goodness. And they are lovely. Here's another page. Again, lots of information in here about the various samplers and what she knows about them. So again, really great book. And I'm looking forward to stitching something. I'm not sure what I'm going to start with. This one I think is very pretty. I guess I like the, I don't know what it is I like about it, but I like them all. So I got those two books from Kitten Stitcher, Teresa Vanette. And I also got from her a piece of 40 count lamb's wool. Let me see. Lamb's wool. So it has a tiny bit of modeling in it. Not much. It's pinker than I thought it would be. Not that I really knew what it would be necessarily. Oh, speaking of modeling, so that the 1897 schoolhouse sampler, the one I showed you a minute ago. So I stitched that on a leftover piece of fabric from, what was the leftover piece from? I want to say it was from, I don't know what it was from. I don't recall, but I goofed up and I stitched the whole thing on the wrong side. So the modeling is on the back. Don't look at my back. It's not too bad though, actually. I don't worry too much about the backs. But anyway, it looks fine on the front. But I thought, oh man, pay attention. But this one has the modeling on both sides, so I can't really follow that up. Now, I'm not sure what I'm going to use this for, but I want to use it for something right away. I want to start stitching on it like today. And I have a few choices. And it's a decent sized piece of fabric, so I think I'm going to do more than one thing on it. This one by Heart and Hand I might do this one on there because I think this fabric is, it's not the same fabric, but I think it's kind of a similar color. So I may do that. I'm also thinking about this one by Teresa Kogut. What is it? Be Kind. Oh, I should have taken it out of the package. There you go. And here are the colors. The one in the photo on her chart is, you know, I'll show you again. It's kind of yellowish, has a yellowish tinge. This does not have any yellowish tinge at all. So I'm not sure that it's the best choice. I mean, the colors, no, I don't think I'm going to do it on this. I don't think I'll be happy with it. I need to get a yellower piece. Anyway, okay, here's another option that I'm going to just do this little freebie always. And I think I might do that one first. And then I can just pick some color from my stash. Any color. I guess the color that one was done, I printed this in black and white, obviously. This is a freebie from Hello from Liz Matthews. And they did it in blue. Brethren blue. Okay, could we just talk about the word colorway? Where did that come from? Colorway. People say colorway all the time, and I never heard the expression until, you know, like within the last year. And apparently, according to this thing, it's one word. Colorway. I don't know. Maybe I've been living under a rock, but I don't know what colorway means. I mean, I know what it means, but why don't we just say color? I don't know. I'm silly. Okay. So that is my little plan for this piece of 40 count fabric. At least I want to get started stitching something on it. I have another plan for this little scrap of fabric, and I can't even show it to you because it's a free chart and there's not a photo. But it is by Colorado Cross Stitcher, and it is a free chart on her website, and it's called Rhythm of the Needle, and I will describe it to you. It has a little phrase, in the rhythm of the needle, there is peace for the soul. And then off to the right are 3 spools of thread and 2 little birds with a little piece of thread in their mouths between the 2 birds. And then it has a little border around it. Just 4 colors. Very simple. It's always good to have a little simple, quick stitch. So, what else? Okay, I have a couple books to show you. And I apologize if I showed one of these already, one or both. I don't think I did, but I was all super organized, and every time I would show you guys a book, I would move it into a specific spot on my bookshelf, and then I would say to myself, okay, you've already shown those books, because I don't write anything down. And so today I went in my office and I was looking at the bookshelf, and I thought, wait, I don't think anyway, I think I goofed up. I think I need to start writing things down, or else I'm gonna have to rewatch all my videos. Anyway, this book is from the Vanessa-Ann collection. Oh, I should have looked. I should have looked to see if I did. Anyway, if I showed it to you already, I apologize. 100 cross-stitch gifts from nature. And there are a lot of cute little projects in here. Let me show you this one. Where did it go? These are little popcorn bags, which are kind of cute. Those would be cute little gifts. Oh, and here is for the fishermen in your life. And we all have one, don't we? My husband used to fish. He hasn't fished in years. I was kind of hoping he would teach our daughter to fish, and he never did. So that ship has sailed, I believe. Let's see. What else have we got? It's, you know, it's a little bit dated, this book, but there's some pretty things in here. Sorry, I'm not really sure. I don't really know what those things are. I'm not sure what they are at all, actually. Maybe they're, I don't know what they are. Okay. Here's a goose. You know, there were a lot of geese designs at one time in cross stitch. I'm not so sure there's that many anymore. But that one gal, the goose, what is her name? I forget her first name. the Garden Goose Stitcher or something like that. She's funny and she likes geese. So anyway, 100 cross stitch gifts from nature from the Vanessa-Ann collection, and it was published in 1989. So it's an oldie but a goodie. Here's another one, also Vanessa-Ann collection, and it's Storybook cross stitch. So this one has like Little Red Riding Hood, Goldilocks in the, all right, here's Little Red Riding Hood. I don't think I showed this one. Let's find another one. This is the Princess and the Pea. It's kind of cute. There's a lot of stitching there, all those mattresses. Rapunzel. Oh, speaking of Rapunzel. Well, not really speaking of Rapunzel at all. It just made me think of, so my daughter's boyfriend was in a play over the weekend. And it was Romeo and Juliet, but it was like a funny take on Romeo and Juliet. And I don't even really know how to describe it. Sometimes they seemed like they were ad-libbing. Sometimes they weren't. Sometimes they were speaking in iambic however you say it, pentameter, I forget. My Shakespeare days are many, many moons ago. But the way they did it was they had to choose your own ending. So at certain points in the performance, Romeo would come to the front of the stage and the lights would go dark, and he would ask the audience, should I pursue Juliet or should I pursue, was it Rosalind? Anyway, it was cute. And then it was very entertaining. The kids did a really good job, and I was not honestly actually looking forward to sitting through Romeo and Juliet, but we had a good time. It was a lot of fun. So, I really like high school productions of whatever. If you're looking for some low-cost entertainment, go to your local high school and check out their spring play, their musicals. There is so much talent in those students, and it's pretty cool. I think it's very cool. So, let's see. What else do I have to say? You'd think since I'd been gone for 3 weeks that I would be a little bit more succinct and have more to say, but I don't. What am I doing now? I'm going to start working on my daughter's prom dress. It'll be fine. I just have to cut the fabric out. Once I cut the fabric out, I'm a little stymied. I have one problem that I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to resolve. I have to alter a pattern to make it the way she wants it. She, you know how girls are sometimes. She's got a very specific idea in her head, and let's see if I can make it happen. And prom is in, I think, 3 weeks. So I got to get a move on. But we have the pattern, we have the fabric, I hope, and I hope I have enough fabric. I'm going to figure that out after a while. So that is all for me today. If you've stuck around, God bless you, because this was not my best video. Anyway, I am going to go downstairs and cross stitch and enjoy the rest of my afternoon, my day off. And I hope you all enjoy whatever it is you're doing. Get some good stitching in. Okay, thanks. See you soon. Bye-bye.